What's up again, friends? Welcome back to the Damsel in Success podcast. I am so excited to have you back here with me today. So today I want to talk about competition and how that can be a very, very slippery slope. Okay, so I, by nature, have always been super competitive. And the thing about competition is that if you're not careful with your intent, it can lead to envy. It can lead to, some just really some negative feelings. Now, healthy competition, I'm all for that. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. So, some people look at other people as their competition. And that's why a lot of times they're not going to see a whole lot of results. I think it was Michael Jordan that said something along the lines of, other people are going to fail if they look at him as competition. They should be, competing against themselves. That's the only person that he competes against. And really, that's a fair statement because nobody has the same, passion, the same makeup, the same, nobody is exactly the same. So how can you really justify competing with somebody that's not even really on the same playing field as you to one degree or another? The only person that you should strive to be better than is who you were yesterday. And, if we have that platform to start with, like, okay, this is what I did, this is where I want to be, here's how I'm going to get there. And if you have that drawn out plan and you're competing against yourself and being the very best that you can be, it's why, like, the best athletes, whenever their, coach says, go run 3 miles, well, they get up and they run 5. They do more than what's expected of them because they're pushing themselves. It's not to go out and try to compete against anybody else because everybody else is just running the 3 miles that they were asked to run. No, they're competing against themselves. They're competing against what they know can be their very, very best because they want more than that. And we have to take the same principle into our lives, guys. We have to think, okay, what is the bare minimum? Where is my best? And how can I outdo that? How can I compete against myself to better myself? So, whenever you're working and, you're kind of slacking off and doing this and here and, going over here and not really following up like you're supposed to, or maybe you're, maybe not making it to all the meetings or all the appointments, challenge yourself to do better. But what it's going to start with is your mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to get where you want to be. You have to put that time and effort into yourself and then start challenging yourselves to do better. Even small steps will get you where you want to go. And another point that brings up is, I think people do the whole goal planning and orienting process backwards because they try to make a plan, but they have no idea where that they're going. So how can you honestly have a plan if you don't know what you want? What are you planning for? You're just planning to plan, So I challenge you guys to figure out what your end result is, whatever your end result you want it to be. That whatever you want your end result to be. There we go. I'm excited. I had to get that out somehow or another. Whatever you want your end result to be, write it down. Put it on a piece of paper, tape it to your wall, put it on a board, put it on your phone, whatever you've got to do. Put that end result that you are striving for somewhere where that you will see it all day, every day, all the time. And then what you can do is work backwards from that. So, okay, my goal is this. And this is what I'm going to do to get there. And then you can start your planning process. Then, you can say, okay, I'm going to do this every day. And then whenever you look back at your plan at the end of the day, okay, I did a really good job here. Here's where I'm kind of lacking. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I'm competing against my current state so that I can be better in my future state to attain the goals and the dreams and the aspirations that I have. So that's how we have to start thinking about things, folks. We have to start thinking about that. We're not out here to compete against Susie Lou and, whoever else that either has more experience or less experience than us, or they've been in the game longer, or maybe somebody's just starting out or got a better start than you or a worse start than you. There's nobody that's exactly the same as you, and who better to compete against than yourself? Because that's where you can track that growth and you can see that growth and you can say, oh my gosh, look at where I was and look at where I am now. I would a lot rather do that than be like, ha, I beat that guy, ha ha. That just doesn't make anybody feel good. So the only person that you should strive to compete against is yourself. Try to be better than you were yesterday or even today. Start tomorrow and figure out what you want your plan to be. Figure out what you're trying so hard and competing so hard to do, and then work backwards from that. Make a plan, because, that's the thing. Everybody compares it to, you want to have all these big things happen, and I think that is awesome, but you cannot tackle it just all at once and expect it to be over. That you just cannot do that. You have to take little bites at a time, okay? And then you can do it. I promise you. So focus on being better than you were yesterday, constantly improving, figure out what you want, make a plan, and make it happen. I believe in you guys. I think that you are amazing and wonderful, and you're totally capable of this, because you guys would not be watching this episode right now if you did not want to improve your life, if you were not concerned with fixing your mindset and improving yourself. So you can do it. I know you can do it. If nobody else tells you that, just know that I've told you that, and I believe it, because you're awesome, you're amazing, and whatever that you set your mind to, it's already yours. You just got to work for it, okay? I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your Wednesday, and we'll talk to you again soon.